Wagwan, everybody. Lennox here from S123 Trader. This is the weekly outlook for the week of uh, June 20th to June 24th. And I'll be taking a look at what's setting up in the futures, currencies, indices for the week. Today was a holiday. It's June 20th, Monday, and there's a holiday in the United States. So a shortened week, but it'll take a look at what's expected for the upcoming. Starting off with the U.S. dollar on the monthly time frame. Once again, we've come to a resistance area, and we're back into that same area again. And price for the week here, last week, no, this is the monthly, I'm sorry, weekly, we had quite a move the previous week, but last week was sort of indecision, and that should be expected because, of course, we're at a resistance area. So this week, what should we expect? Um, um, Big indecision there. We're starting off again right in the same area, and looking like it wants to push to the upside. So I would see a continuation to the upside for the U.S. dollar going into the week. So strength in the U.S. dollar is in the cards, and we shall see how that plays out for the remainder of the week. So we're kind of right in the middle of this um, move, but I would expect a further upside. Okay, so if we get US dollar strength, then we would be looking for weakness in Aussie. And right now, Aussie is in a downward mode and sitting at a point where we could see a further decline. We would look for further decline in Canadian dollar has had quite a decline, hitting support and looking at a bounce, but this might be short-lived as well on this bounce for the Canadian dollar. If we look at the euro, we would expect the euro to be heading to the downside. And so any moves to the upside would be opportunities to sell the euro against the US dollar. If the US dollar goes up, we would expect the euro US dollar to fall. Okay, let's take a look at the Swiss franc. And Swiss franc, um, looking at some strength. If the US dollar has strength, we'd be expecting the US dollar to be strong against the Swiss franc. So Swiss franc right now is sitting at resistance, but looks like we could push through to the upside here. Taking a look at the Japanese yen, that has been in a serious downward mode for the longest time here. We're right at support, and I would expect further weakness in the Japanese yen going into this week as well. And British pound also would look for further declines. If we get a strong US dollar, more than likely the British pound will be showing some weakness. So that's the majors for the currencies. All right, now let's take a look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, I'm going to go right up to the monthly. So Bitcoin, I've been telling everyone for the last month or more that we would expect prices to break 20,000. And here we are, we have done it. And are we done? This is the question, the big question at this point. So dropping to the weekly, let's take a look at it on the weekly. At this point, it looks like further weakness is in the cards. We could drop below 15,000. That's definitely a possibility coming into this support zone in this area. That is, it's a zone, so we could see prices in that area um, in the coming week here. All right, so still some weakness. We could be a little bit sideways, maybe a little bit of up move, but overall, I think we're still going to be coming down one more time to break these lows. Okay, so that's a possibility. We'll see how that one plays out in the coming week here. Okay, we can look at other coins like Dogecoin, also very weak. Okay, so I would be looking for further moves to the downside here. And let's see, we've got Ethereum, and that's totally sideways right now. So not much going on with there. It's just been up and down, up and down, up and down. Let's see another coin, the Dash. Okay, that's also very weak, and I would look for further weakness in the Dash. And there's Litecoin. Let's take a look at that one. Same. You can see they're all having the same kind of pattern. So any moves, and it's possible we could get a little bit of a move to the upside, but I would look for further weakness going into the week. Okay, so those are the cryptos. Let's take a look at gold. Let me take a look at gold. Gold. There's gold. Okay, so gold on the weekly. Um, we've been in a decline, and looks like further decline coming up for the week. You can see we're a bit in a sideways funk right now, and I would look for further declines going into this week for gold. And that would be the same for silver. If we look at silver, where is silver? Right there. The same type of story. More further declines in silver going into this week as well. All right, and look at crude oil. Crude oil. Let's go to the weekly. It's been took a little bit of a drop back last week, and I'd be looking for possible turnaround point here. We're coming right back into a very strong support resistance area, and we could see a turnaround play here. If there's further weakness, which I really that's totally it's possible, but if we get further weakness, we could come all the way down to this area, but I don't really see that happening. More likely that we're going to turn around to the upside going into this week. All right, and let's take a look at the indices. So the Dow, okay, go to the weekly. We're sitting on the precipice, trying to make a little bounce here at the support area, but we could see further weakness in the indices. It's trying, like I say, trying pretty hard here to make a bounce, and any bounces I would think would be opportunities to sell. But we could get quite a push back up before that happens. So maybe a little bit of strength going into the start of the week is possible. But I would, if the U.S. dollars remains strong, I would kind of think possibility for this to turn to the downside one more time. Okay, looking at the S&P 500, same story. Okay, so we're kind of at a point where we, like I say, we could push up a little bit, but I think more decline is in the cards. The technology group, same type of pattern, looking for a push to the upside in the short term, but further declines more than likely up coming. S&P, or not the S&P, but the US 2000, the Russell, same type of chart pattern, looking for maybe a push to the upside in the short term, but further declines. All right, so that's a look at what's setting up for this week. So keep your eyes on the US dollar if you're playing the major currency pairs. Profitable trading to everyone. I'm done now. Thank you.